Hello and welcome to another video from the only channel that you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And today's video is going to be a very special announcement involving Sustenance and Covering, me. If you go to the part of YouTube channel or the YouTube page that says About and you click on it, there's it takes you to some information about me with like an introduction paragraph that says something like, well, it's just an encouraging message from the Bible that we're living in the last days and things are about to get better, so don't give up just yet. Well, anyway, that's not what was always there. Initially what was there was a message about the path that had led me to starting the Sustenance and Covering YouTube channel. Because at one time, I had a channel that was in my real, actual name, and I used it for basically storing videos, digital videos, and sharing them with family members. Well, while all that was happening, my dad died, I ended up at family reunion. Someone talked me into joining Facebook so that we could all connect on Facebook. Also, during that time, there was a reunion, high school reunion, and a small reunion between some of the guys that were on one of the ships I was stationed on when I was in the Navy. So all of those people got on there, and in the meantime, a few other people ended up getting on there. They got on my Facebook page, and by default they ended up on my YouTube channel because I attached my YouTube channel to my Facebook page, which meant that every video I made went directly to Facebook, which is good because the things that I put into my videos are things that are really important to me, things that are on my heart, and I wanted to share them with people that were close to me. And a lot of times, you really can't do that in person. You just feel clumsy trying to talk about the end of the world or your political beliefs or anything. A lot of things, when something is important to you, a lot of times it's hard to talk about because you don't want to be taken the wrong way. You don't want to offend somebody. You don't want somebody to be able to get under your skin. But with Facebook, it kind of gives you a little bit of freedom to do that. And so I wanted to test the waters, and I made a video. And I don't know what the video was about, but I don't know how many people on Facebook saw it, but I got a couple of really, really nasty remarks about it. Well, in the course of all of that, I also was posting comments on my Facebook page that were just reasonable comments, like 10 years ago I had a Honda Civic that got 45 miles per gallon, and it wasn't a hybrid, it just had a regular engine, a very simple car. Got me everywhere I went to go, and it's very quiet. So instead of sending our children across the ocean to murder other children so that we can steal their petroleum, why don't we just stop selling 11 mile per gallon SUVs and go back to selling something like a Honda Civic? A very reasonable thing to say, and you just wouldn't believe how many people gave me a thumbs down. One person told me something really nasty, like, if you love them camel monkeys so much, why don't you go over there and live with them? And it seems to me that when I started telling people how I felt about things on Facebook, everything just went downhill really quick. And I honestly had already hated Facebook prior to that, just because I'd go on there, and it only took me like a month to get 500 friends. Just because so many things had happened in a short period of time. And you get a friend, and your friend shares with another friend that's really lonely and just has no friends. And so I get just tired of, well, at the time the local football team, the New Orleans Saints, had won a football game or two, and so everybody was excited because I don't think the Saints ever won a football game before. So a big thing that was popping up with my hundreds of friends was "Go Saints," and this is like New Orleans, so they don't say G-O, go, it was go, G-E-A-U-X, French Acadian, "Go Saints." Well, anyway, that kind of junk is just annoying to me. I hated even just seeing that stuff pop up in front of me and waste my time looking at it. But, oh, I ate a sandwich today, and oh, what a pretty, I looked outside, there's some flowers on the ground. It's just dribble. So I was already didn't like it. But as I started making more and more comments that are similar to the things you hear on the Sustenance and Covering YouTube channel, I got more and more, hey, you're a communist, get out of our great country. And one time I even posted something, I remember, about the Social Security system. It's like you work your whole life, and when you finally get disabled or you finally retire, you finally get on Social Security, they give you Social Security after you pay a lawyer $5,000, and every time the cost of living goes up, your Social Security goes down. Because, you know, that's the way it works. I remember I went like 3 years and I got one raise, and it was $12. So I went from like $990 to $1,002. So it went up $12. Well, the same year, they jacked up my Medicare and they reduced my food subsidies. So I actually, over time, my Social Security is getting less and less and less. If you count all the other stuff that they give you to make Social Security bearable. So I made a post about that, and somebody said, so you're the reason I have to work every day to pay taxes because scum like you are leeches on the system. So I got to the point where, okay, I'm making a comment that's actually going to benefit this person in their life. I mean, when this person that was leaving this rude remark is paying into Social Security, he's going to experience this himself one day, and all he can think about is that this great nation is going to collapse. Not because of the millions of Social Security lawyers that live in mansions and fly golden helicopter submarines, but because of poor people sitting in an unair-conditioned house eating rice and beans every day. That's going to destroy this great nation. But anyways, that was the whole point. Is I finally wrote a message one day, and it said something really drastic like, to all of my dear special Facebook friends, as much as I like to listen to the worthless crap you talk about, I would like to announce that you can all go F yourselves. And I'll repeat this message tomorrow for anybody who doesn't get it. And then next day, I was off Facebook. I just turned the thing off, didn't go back to it. So here's the announcement. I now have a Facebook page. And I'm already upset with it. It's just me on there. I've actually told a couple of people that I know that are on Facebook to go there and kind of test things out. And so, you know, I've gotten on there a couple of times and put pictures up and put comments up and favorited some things just to kind of associate myself with Facebook all over again. And I'm already kind of disgusted with it. And not with anything anybody else is doing, but what I'm doing. You know, I get on there and I'm on my high horse, so I think if you go there you'll see it unless I figure out how to delete it. I wrote, I ate a sandwich, and then I waited a little while and I wrote, it was a peanut butter sandwich. I waited a little while. It was delicious. And a little while after that I wrote, I can't believe I stopped using Facebook. This is so fulfilling. So, you know, that kind of junk, that's the kind of dribble that gets on there no matter who you are, including me. It's actually called, and I'll put the links in the description box. Hopefully you can get there because I had to have a friend send me the links. I actually didn't set up the Sustenance and Covering Facebook page because I didn't want to even mess with it. But one of my subscribers did. And immediately after that, I spent like 6 hours trying to start a Facebook page again because I kept trying to start on my other email addresses and they said that's already taken. You can't use that email. So I went and got an email address I haven't used in years. And I started a Facebook page based on that. And well, anyways, the link will be in there. It's called Hank Thoreau, and the way that came about is I've got a subscriber that occasionally was leaving messages to someone named Hank, and I thought, well, I want to go see what's going on because even if if two of my subscribers were making remarks to one another, I'll go check it out. And I looked at it, there was nobody on there named Hank, and I couldn't figure that out. And it didn't take long, like 2 or 3 days. I'm on there looking at it, and I'm looking at every name, and one of those names is Henry Thoreau, which is me. And I thought, oh, Hank is short for Henry. The messages are to me. You know, I just forgot that Hank is a shortened form of Henry because it's not my real name. So, you know, it's not like in my life anyone's ever called me Hank before. So my Facebook page is called Hank Thoreau, and the organization Facebook page is called Sustenance and Covering. Probably quite a few of you will be able to get there just by that. But the other day when me and my friend Usamos were playing with it, it seemed like neither one of us could find each other because we type it into the little search engine, it wouldn't come up. I went to Google and Googled Hank Thoreau Facebook. I mean, I just set the page up and I couldn't find it. I'm sure that if I'd have spent enough time on it, I could have gone into the history and Facebook and found something that said Hank Thoreau, and I would have gotten there. But if you have any problems trying to find my Facebook page, just, you know, go down in the comments and say I can't find it, and I'll see if there's some kind of way to, you know, I mean, I'm going to leave some links in the description box, so hopefully that'll be all you need. We're going to use it. I hope that, here's the thing, is a lot of people are telling me they're sharing my YouTube videos on Facebook, and I know that it's hard to tell people truth. And you know, that's what I'm trying to do, is make SustenanceNCovering a place where people can go to hear truth without being worried about, you know, the repercussions of it. So it may be easy for you to just go to one of my Facebook posts and press like, and then maybe all of your friends would take time to go peek at that to see what it's about, and it may not be as bad on you as just going up to them, tapping them on the shoulder and telling them the things that you want to say. So hopefully this Facebook page will allow for my YouTube page to grow. Our YouTube page. Oh well, love y'all. And as always, if you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.